When you're talking about operating on a global scale or being able to compete with global organizations, even if you talk of serving local markets here in Pakistan, then we have to be mindful of what's driving the globe, what's driving the world, what is on top of the agenda from a global perspective. And when you look at all of that, then you clearly come to the conclusion that ESG has to be at the heart of our strategy moving forward.
There's a global realization that sustainability is the need of the hour, that there's a climate emergency, that serious, fast and drastic action is needed.
73% of the total population of Engro right now consists of millennials, and they are a lot more aware of what's happening around the world. They are demanding that us leaders become more aware of our responsibility to the planet.
We see climate change and what it's done to us. I mean, we realize it's happening now. It's no longer someone else's issue. It's our problem now.
Corporations have not been held to account for the externalities of their actions.
And any company cannot succeed, prosper, grow without not in tune or even ahead of societal expectations.
And not just corporates, anyone. No one really has been held to account for these things. Now that we have a kind of a global realization that we need to control these things, society is pricing these things in.
If we don't focus on sustainability today, we will not know our cost of capital tomorrow.
They're no longer externalities, they're priced into the market.
This is not a parachute idea that we just land and without any context, but it is like it's going to take roots.
If we want to remain relevant in the next 10-15 years, we have to engage in the conversations that are happening today.
Whoever is going to act fast will benefit from it, and the people who will be lazy about it will lose in a big way.
As concerned Pakistanis, and I am one myself, I think this is a move for the better, a global move for the better.
We're not here to do any kind of greenwashing. We're here to first of all learn, understand where we stand as a company when it comes to ESG.
We got a desire to learn. We expanded that desire to the rest of the organization, and now we are at a place where now we are having a very serious conversation. We are trying to understand what is our destiny in this path of sustainability.
It's a conversation that's been there, it's just changed its venue and it's become a more important topic.
It is a very serious emergency, but we will not be rushed.
We're not going to be very boastful that we can do this. It's not like moonshot type of statements which you're going to get out of Engro.
Our credibility to our shareholders, to our stakeholders, to our employees, to the people of Pakistan is that what we say we do, we do.
Engro will be among the companies that creates a publicly disclosed scorecard and agrees to be held to account to it.
Engro in that sense is evolving fundamentally towards a more sustainable future.
It's about simultaneously creating the culture that you need in the organization to deliver those results and also having the right delivery mechanisms in place. And so you will see all of those. The first thing is clear communication. So to change the culture of an organization, you have to communicate to people what they need to do differently and why.
Any tipping point has an evolution also.
The second step is role modeling. And I think we see that in Engro, where the board and the CEO and the senior management are all squarely behind the need to move to a more sustainable approach.
We have only one planet to live in, and that realization is very much there.
The third one is capability building. So you have to tell people what they have to do and why, you have to role model it for them, but then you have to give them the capabilities to do what they have to do.
The commitment has to come from senior leadership, and all the employees needs to understand it, that we mean business.
You drive the entire campaign with these kind of commitments from leadership.
The bar for us is not a domestic environmental sustainability bar, it's a global environmental sustainability bar.
A lot of work has been done by our central technical division to study the various standards and both in order for the baselining and in order for data capture and ongoing reporting, and we will be global cutting edge because there's no reason not to be.
We got to think about the next couple of decades. We're not thinking the next year or next board cycle. We're thinking 2 decades over here.